Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is I'd like to talk about fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2001. I had been hurting from the top of my head to the soles of my feet for a while. I thought I had some kind of terrible bone cancer or blood cancer, leukemia, or something like that. And, I didn't even know what fibromyalgia was. I hadn't heard of it in 2001. Some of that may be because I had been strung out till 1997. And I didn't watch much news and keep up with the things that were going on in the world. After I got clean in 97, I got saved, and God delivered me from cocaine. I started to research it after I got the diagnosis. Of course, the doctor did all manner of tests to rule out several possibilities before he gave me the diagnosis of fibromyalgia. And I thought for years that there wasn't anything I could do about it. They don't have a lot of medications to treat it. They're not coming up with new medications. There's gabapentin and Lyrica. Gabapentin is Neurontin. You can either take Neurontin or Lyrica. And that's for the nerve endings, to calm them, I believe. What fibromyalgia is the nerves, the nerve endings are constantly firing to the brain that the body is in pain. So, and it's different every day. It might be like yesterday it was my hips. Today it's my feet. I think I aggravated my fibromyalgia by coming off of one of my arthritis pills. I really took a look at my medications and named which ones I thought I needed to take and which ones I didn't, because I was taking a lot. And I don't want to end up at one of those dialysis places from taking so much medication. So I weaned myself off of 5 of those pills that I was taking, and my arthritis medication, Paroxycam, happened to be one of them. Well, I believe that it was helping, and I just didn't know it, because ever since that stuff got out of my bloodstream, I have been aching. And the barometric pressure plays a big part on people with fibromyalgia and arthritis and so on and so forth. Because of the pressure in the atmosphere, it affects the human body. They've begun to research that. I always thought that there was some reason that the old-timers could tell you, hey, it's going to rain tomorrow. My bursitis is flaring up. Instead of thinking there were a bunch of nuts running around. They had something. It's the barometric pressure. I wish that there was something that you could take to ease the pain. Painkillers don't work for fibromyalgia. You'll be hurting through them. You need an anti-inflammatory and a gabapentin or Neurontin or Lyrica. It's about the only treatment that there is for fibromyalgia. A lot of people think that they throw fibromyalgia at you whenever they can't figure out what is wrong with you. Well, that's not the case with me. There's 14 signs and symptoms, and I'll get to those in just a moment. I think I have 12 of them. I know that I have fibromyalgia. So, we're going to talk about some of the symptoms. The number one symptom that's first on the list is chronic muscle pain, muscle spasms, or tightness. All of the meaty tissue surrounding the bones ache so bad. And maybe they are. You feel like your bones are hurting. It may be the tissue around the bones, or it could be the bones. But number 1, chronic muscle pain, muscle spasms, and or tightness. Number 2. Oh, I have number 1. Number 2, moderate or severe fatigue and decreased energy. Number 3, insomnia or waking up feeling just as tired when you went to sleep. Stiffness upon waking or after staying in one position for too long. I have that. Difficulty remembering, concentrating, and performing simple mental tasks. Fibro fog. I have that, especially first thing in the morning. I wake up feeling like a drunk woman. I hate it. I hate it. Number 6, abdominal pain, bloating, nausea, and constipation alternating with diarrhea. Now, I don't have a lot of that, but I am on it's Nexium for acid reflux, and I think the acid reflux medication takes care of some of the symptoms of number 6. Number 7, tension or migraine. I do not have that. Number 8, jaw and facial tenderness. Number 9, sensitivity to one of more of the following. Odors, I have that. Noise, don't have that. Bright lights, I have that. Medications, I have that. Certain foods, of course, I have that. And the cold, I have that. I step out into the cold, and it's excruciating. Feeling anxious or depressed, I have that. That's part of number 9. So let me read number 9 to you again. Sensitivity to one or more of the following. Odors, noise, bright lights, medications, certain foods, and cold. Feeling anxious or depressed. Number 10, numbness or tingling in the face, arm, hands, legs, or feet. I have tingling in my feet all of the time. Sometimes I look down to see if I have ants or a bug on me because I feel something moving. Number 11, increase in urinary urgency or frequent bladder. I have that. Number 12, reduced tolerance for exercise and muscle pain after exercise. I have that. Number 13, a feeling of swelling, but without actually in the hands and feet. And I have that. Fibromyalgia symptoms may intensify depending on the time of day. Morning, late afternoon, and evening tend to be the worst times. Morning, late afternoon, and evening. That pretty much takes care of most of all the rest of the time. You're up all night because you can't sleep. So it's like having a curse. Fibromyalgia is like having a curse. Symptoms may also get worse with fatigue, tension, inactivity, changes in the weather, cold or drafty conditions, overexertion, hormonal fluctuations, such as just before your period or during menopause. So I have most of the signs and symptoms of fibromyalgia, especially the sensitivity to bright lights. We have an overhead ceiling fan, and my husband would like to burn it all of the time, but I can't take it, so I burn the lamps. The bright light, I don't know what it makes me feel, but the bright light really, really bothers me a lot. And odors, I can smell something from a mile away. I have a good smeller. I mean, I can smell alcohol on somebody, and I don't even have to get close because of fibromyalgia. So I hope that just going over these signs and symptoms will help you to do more research and see if you can try Lyrica or Neurontin to help with some of the nerve endings misfiring, telling you that you are in pain. It's believed, those medications are believed to calm that down. Fibromyalgia is my curse. Everybody be safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye! I wanted to come back on real quick and tell you that if you do have fibromyalgia, do not let it win and take your life away from you. I'm sorry about the cigarette smoke, but I was having the cigarette. You have to get up. You have to get up and move, because that sitting idle and not moving and such as that makes it worse, makes fibromyalgia worse. Personally, for me, if I will make myself get up out of that bed in the morning and get to moving around within an hour, it's not as bad. It's still bad, but it's not as bad as if I just sit there for hours or lie there for hours upon hour upon hour. I just can't do it. I fight fibromyalgia with everything that I am made of, because it's not going to take my life away from me. And battling fibromyalgia and depression is one of the reasons that I get fully dressed every single day. I spent 4 years in the house in the 2000s because of depression. Well, I won over that. Fibromyalgia and depression are not going to steal my life away from me. Do whatever you have to do to win the battle. I'll see y'all later. Bye for real this time. I'll talk to you soon.